Greetings and salutations, and this is Vanilla Gogurt. Welcome back, everybody. And today is my birthday. It's my birthday, and I'll party if I want to. And by party, I'm partying on here. So, yeah, nothing too exciting. Haven't been on here too much lately. Haven't been doing too much of anything lately due to a number of circumstances, which I've mentioned before, I believe. Actually, I just finished a nice lengthy chat with Sarar, who is a pretty cool cat. Holy ender pearls, I forgot about this chest. Whoa. Strad, nice music disc. Whoa, an unbreaking bow? That's pretty cool. Too bad it's like shot, but hey, that's pretty cool. So I just came out of the mine shaft down there, and I came out with 2 diamonds, but it was mostly to get obsidian because I need to dig out my nether tunnel down and put a new portal in. So that's what I'm going to be doing in the future, but not now. I still got a tater in there. That's weird. Okay, so on to the business at hand. Let's pop this in here. Let's pop you in there. Let's get this iron smelted down. I'm building a new coal chunk over here because I can. I don't really have a good explanation as to why I'm doing that, but I'm doing it, and you can't do anything about it. The server is on 1.7.2, and there's all kinds of cool stuff, which is why I'm going to go ahead and build the new portal. And I've already established I do not have cobble over here. As you can see, I put jack-o'-lanterns in here because I don't want torches everywhere. I'm so tired of torches, and I'm probably going to enlist the help of Red if things smooth out anytime soon as to building a new... lost my train of thought. To build a new lighting system in here, so we'll see how that goes. There's been some drama going on lately, and I'm not really sure how that's going to work out, so I guess stay tuned. I need fortune of cracker. Come on, diamonds. Thank you. 4 diamonds. Perfect. Get you off of there. Replace you. Get Stone Eater back in there. Stone Eater is a work in progress. It will eventually be like efficiency 4 or 5 or something like that. This was just to get it started. So spawn looks a little bit different. I haven't done much work around here, but again, I haven't done much at all. I've explored in that direction and that direction, and I am working on my tunnel, which I don't remember which direction it goes. I think it goes west. And I'm gonna go about 1,000. I'm gonna go to about negative 1,400 and see what I can find coming out of the portal. And if I find something really awesome, then we will set up a new camp and everything will be freaking sweet. If I don't find anything cool, then yeah, you'll know why. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and do this, and we're gonna go ahead and build this chunk back up just a teensy bit. The coal chunk project is one of those things that isn't really necessary, but it sure is fun, isn't it? Don't you think? But as I mentioned at the beginning of the video, it is my birthday today. I am now 33 years old. What? I know, it's crazy, it's insane. I don't even believe it. I think I'm probably the oldest guy on the server, to be honest, which is probably why I look at the drama that's going on and just kind of like, really, people, really? I understand all the vantage points going on, but you know, I think it's all unnecessary. But in any case, we are not here to talk about other people's drama because it does not involve me, and that is not the polite thing to do, so we're not going to do that. Instead, we're going to go ahead and show I repaired my armor and took a beating in the mine shaft, so I'm going to have to repair it soon, but I have plenty of diamonds to do that. Let's see what else have I found since I've been on here. I found, let's see, it's in here. I found a dungeon. I found another diamond horse armor and a second saddle. So now I have 2 saddles, lots of iron armor, and so on and so forth. And the rest of it is actually in here. Whoa, holy torches. Don't worry, folks. I'm not short on coal. So I'm probably going to tear my coal chunk down and actually begin the process of rebuilding it over here and just make my coal chunk over here. So, whoa, okay. Sorry in advance in here. It's a little choppy. I'm sorry. Can't help it. And it's loud too. Man, those tracks are loud. So I'm just gonna come back when this is done. Alright, and we are back at my little hub. See, I have another chest here. Look at all the fancy schmancy stuff. Brewing stand for when I start brewing, hardened clay, cauldron, a lava bucket, lots of iron horse armor, which was courtesy of Red, lots of flowers for decorating. These are so pretty. Oh, wrong one. Right here, see, add to my diamond collection. Make this over here. Plenty of iron. I got a minecart in here. Yeah, so all this is gonna go with me so that I can build my chunk over there. The ender looks different. It's much easier to use now. It's much more efficient. Another music disc. This was the other thing I came up with. I came up with 5 magma creams and 10 blaze rods on my last trip to the nether, because Red and I were setting up a wither skeleton spawn pad, and we had just finished that, and no wither skulls yet, but we're hopefully gonna find some soon, because he really wants to get another wither. And yeah, let's see, will this work? Too expensive. What about this way? I need 34 levels, and I can have punch 2, power 5, flame 1, unbreaking 1. I'm gonna hold on to this because that's gonna come in handy, I believe. Okay. So we're gonna go ahead and take a look at the spawn area as it is right now, and you're gonna see what I'm talking about when I say that it's a little crazy. See, normally there would be a path here, and I'd follow the path to my hill, and we'd talk about stuff, and we'd make it to my hill. Path is gone. Lots of work being done over here. I'm not entirely sure what all of it is about, but they're redecorating. There's some of the new flowers are around, but there's a lot of things that are different. And so let's see if we can make this toss. Barely. Okay, and head on over this way, pearl my way up. Ow, smack into a wall. And we are here at my portal, my spawn plot, and it's raining. And somebody keeps bouncing around up here, and I'm willing to bet it's Red. Something that I meant to do the other day that I didn't do. I was told in a chat that I had something here. Ooh, blocks of coal. Look at that. I don't really need the blocks of coal. It comes in handy. Let's put these in here, because I will transport these back to my nether hub. And eventually work in there, so that's pretty cool. Other than that, nothing else here. I don't really need the coal, but I'm not going to say no. Thank you, Fret, even though situation has kind of gone south there. Let's see. And over here, that's Sarar's little plot. I left him a little present recently that he seemed to greatly appreciate. But we're going to go down here. I'm going to show you how the inside of the mountain is looking so far. Now this is where I started. As you can see, there are random dirt blocks in here. I actually know what this is from. Certain somebody was coming after me in here. We've got one opening here, and then, yeah. Just to show how much work I've been doing, this is a full chest of cobblestone. And then down here is another level that is opened up, and this is a half full chest of cobblestone. And I believe I had worked my way down to about this level. Yes, this is as far as I've made it down here. Partly why I made the Stone Eater is for this project. And to give you an idea of how far we still have to go, look how high up I am still. This is just to give you an idea of how far I still have to go. I still have to go probably 2 or 3 more levels before I will have reached the bottom, and that's if I don't go into the basement. So this is where this is at, which is why I haven't built anything up in the trees yet, because I really want to get this done first before I start building in the trees. I have ideas for that. Each tree is going to have a different type of block built to show what I'm doing. Yeah, right, zombie. Come on, you really want to go there? Really want to go there? You don't. I know you don't. I hear a baby. Bye. Come back up. I'll be waiting. These guys are tricky though. They will sneak up on you. So we're gonna go and put this to bed and get back into some daylight and no rain, which is slowing me down. This is another thing. I don't know if this has been caught. This was a red production as well. Alright, much better. Hey, buddy. Ow. Hey, you. You. See you down at the bottom. Come on. Come on. Come on. I said, see you at the bottom. There you go. Ow. Ow. What else can I sit there and say? I've started Terraria. It was just an introductory video that I put up, so it's not, you know, the end all to all end alls in terms of how the video is gonna go, but it's out, it started, and I will probably do more in the coming days. Let's see if I can make this. I'm probably gonna come short. Yep. Right under it. Which is fine, because there's a ladder right here. Okay, so let's see. I've shown how this all looks right now. I've shown my home. I've shown a little bit of the portal plot. We've done a lot of exploring, done a lot of various little things on here. Don't really have a plan for anything special to do in this episode, other than what we're probably going to do is just kind of maybe putz around in this tunnel a little bit towards the end, see if we can find something. So I guess for the time being, I will be right back. I'm just going to head down my track and see you at the other side. Stay tuned. Okay, and we're back. Was it enthusiastic enough? What do you think? Okay, so as you can see, we are at x negative 357. So I went 350 blocks or so, right? I don't know. Didn't really pay attention. All I know is that initially this was one of the longer tunnels. So now, when we head off in this direction, what I want to do is go to negative 1400. So we've got this little tunnel started. I'm hoping I don't run into too much lava. I may not record all of this just because it's so jittery to begin with, although it's not doing too terribly too bad, but the nether is filled with nasty stuff, and I don't want to encounter lava on a stuttering frame rate. So we're gonna try and take this as easy as possible. I came across a list the other day that I had done for I used to do a little tiny thing on the Game Informer website where I would write my own little blog, and some of it was like favorite video game moments and series and so forth, and I didn't realize it was still in the little notebook that I had until I came across it and was like, holy crap, I still have this? So I kind of was looking at it and was like, none of it's a surprise for me. It's like video games have been something that I've enjoyed since I was little. I'm not going to pretend that I haven't. Some of my favorite game series are still Nintendo series, which is why I really would like to do videos of Nintendo series, but I also know that it's really not feasible because Nintendo, at least at this point, if my channel was bigger and maybe was one of those where I could afford to, shut up, gas. I could afford to make a series and not worry about monetizing it, I would probably do so, and I still may do so in the future once I have a actual capture card. But for the time being, it's just not something that I'm really looking at doing, because I don't want to have those things be the most popular things and get all the views and be like, okay, so the stuff that people want to watch, I can't make money off of. But at the same time, I do this also for fun, so kind of a balance I'm going to have to strike once I get to that point. Oh, shush. Where are we at? 5:24, so we still got a long way to go. Probably not going to get this done tonight. This is going to be one of those things that's going to take a lot of time, especially when I actually go to make the tunnel all pretty, although I may not make this a track. We'll see. I may silk touch some ice blocks and use the ice block trapdoor method. Like I said, I'm just kind of trying to keep an eye out for lava. Red and I have a portal set up at -9 something, I believe, but I'm not trying to find that portal. Which is why I kind of want to go to like 1500 or something like that, just to get further in and maybe get away from everything we've been finding, because we've been finding nothing but forests and extreme hills and the occasional plains, and I really want to find something like completely different. Even a mega taiga would be nice, just something that's completely different from what we've been doing. In any case, let me see. Don't mind the noise. Games and game series, and basically what I did is I went and ranked them, and I wrote a little something about them, and I made some honorable mentions based on the fact that I like the series a lot, but didn't actually end up making the final 10. Like the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle series was always fun. Tecmo Super Bowl, Secret of Mana, Sonic, the Sonic series. I think, did I say Sonic? Sonic 3. Yeah, because I like the Sonic series. I've always enjoyed the Sonic series. I was never really one of those who really completely jumped on the Sega bandwagon, so to speak. I grew up on Nintendo, so I've always been kind of partial to their stuff, and I don't think that's ever going to change, to be honest. I still am partial to it, and you'll see when I get to my favorite game series why. Well, really, when you get to the top couple. Number 10 game series, I had Perfect Dark, and Perfect Dark was available on the Xbox Live Marketplace. It was a Nintendo 64 game. It was a ton of fun. And my friend Mike and I used to play that game for hours. We would just boot it up. We would play we would try to get, through each level and beat the game. We just, for whatever reason, just never were able to completely beat the game on anything above normal. There were a couple of levels in particular that gave us just fits, and that last level was probably the most brutal, to be honest. We really struggled with that last level to an extent that really surprised me. But it was a fun game. It was one of the first. It was from Rare. It was same developers of GoldenEye. GoldenEye is one of those really revered games. Perfect Dark was their next game after that, and it's really held up to me. After that, at number 9, I really could have just done the Secret of series, because Secret of Mana I think is actually a better game than Secret of Evermore. But I put Secret of Evermore on here mostly because of the story that was being told. It was a tremendous story wrapped around some really good gameplay. The mechanic of the... Sorry, I was checking to see where I last posted Torch. The mechanic of the dog changing forms with each area that you went into was pretty fantastic at the time, and definitely worth the while to me. It was definitely a good series of games. The Secret of Mana was one of the first, I guess you could call, RPGs that was co-op. Number 8 on my list was Toe Jam and Earl, and if you know what Toe Jam and Earl is, you don't need an explanation. You already understand. It is still one of the better games out there. It's on the Wii Marketplace, I believe. And my mom and I used to play that game until the wee hours of the morning, sometimes on the weekends, just having a blast. I mean, this is before you had game saves, and a lot of games didn't have like codes and passwords to bring you back to where you were. That just didn't exist. So if you didn't beat it on the first sitting, you just didn't beat it. You had to start over from scratch. I know this is like a crazy concept for some people, but that's just how it was. If you didn't beat it, you started from scratch. So, that was one of those games, and my mom had this habit of opening up like the worst presents when we really... Like, I would have discovered what every single one was. I knew when I picked up a present what it was, if it was good, if it was bad, and then she would go and either randomize it, or she'd find the one that I didn't know what it was, and it would be like the total bummer, which, if you know what that is, then kudos to you. God, 17. Number 6 is the Grand Theft Auto series, and I threw an honorable mention to Ratchet and Clank because those two series are really interchangeable. I haven't played much beyond Grand Theft Auto 4. I know Grand Theft Auto 5 is out and people are like drooling all over it, and it's sold almost 30 million copies, and that's great, and I get it. It's a fun game. Jesus, long tunnel. But it's just not something anymore for me to really get into. It's just stuff like that is fun, but I don't know. I would really have a hard time devoting a lot of time to it, and that's not, again, because it's a bad game by any stretch. It's really not. They're fantastic games. It's just not for me anymore at this point in time. So I don't really get too much into the Grand Theft Autos at this point. Let's get rid of these and head on back. Number 5, Mario Kart series. The Mario Kart series, they are some of the best games out there. I don't care. I love the kart racing series with Mario. And if you don't, well, then you have no soul. That's just my official take on it. You don't have to agree with me. It's just how I feel. Look at those Hunger Pops just go. I first played it for the Super Nintendo, and we probably dedicated a lot of time. I actually got so good where I could consistently finish second if I wanted to. When I would play with my sister, I would just let her take first, and I would just sit around in second and just beat the crap out of the other carts behind her so that she could win without really worrying too much about it. And this was fun for me. I know there are people sitting there going, you are crazy, but that's just the way it was back then. I wasn't trying to beat her in those things. I wanted her to enjoy it, and so that was the easiest way to do it, was to beat the snot out of the computer controlled carts and just kind of take second. Let me see. Gears of War. I love the Gears of War series. That's another one of those where I would love to do a let's play on those, but can't monetize them. At least from what I've been seeing. And this is one of those things I really hope that people are starting to pay attention to because of some of the issues that have been coming up recently. Know what you can and can't monetize. It's a very important thing. If you try to monetize something that you don't have the rights to monetize it for, it will get you in trouble. That's why, there are lists out there on any number of boards that will tell you whether you can or not. Many of the independent studios will, but be wary of that, even because there was one that seemed like it would, and it came back and tried to take down a YouTuber because of a bad review. So you still got to be wary when you do stuff like this. Another thing to be wary of if you're going to do Let's Plays on certain series is I lost my train of thought. It'll come back to me eventually. In any case, I would like to do a Gears of War series at some point. I just don't think that's going to happen anytime soon. Like I said, again, most of my recording is going to be done on stuff that I know that I'm going to be able to monetize, so we shall see. I haven't found any nether quartz either. That kind of is interesting to me. I'm not really sure what that means. I knew I still got a long way to go. So we're going to wrap up this list, and I'm going to try and finish this off camera, and then probably come back and wrap up this episode. And let's see. Number 3, the Halo series, and this is under the notion that I have yet to play Halo 4. I have had Halo 4 for almost a year. I just have not played it yet, and I'm going to eventually, I swear. Halo 2, Halo 3, Halo Reach, Halo ODST, even the Anniversary. Fantastic games. I don't care if it's a cliched story, blah blah blah. That's one of the things I always hear people say, well, that's a ripoff of this storyline and nothing original about that. And most stories anymore are ripoffs of something else. It's just, there's been so many things done over the years, you're not gonna find too much that's very unique. Number 2, the Mario series. I love Mario. If I was a little weirder about it, I probably could pass for a Nintendo fanboy, but it's not that serious for me. I do love the Mario series though, the old side scrollers, Mario 1, 2, 3, Mario World, Mario Galaxy, Mario 64, Mario Sunshine. There's not too much that I won't play if it has Mario in it. And yeah, the one thing Nintendo has done very well over the years is they've made the Mario games very well. So enjoy. If you don't enjoy the Mario games, then I don't really know what to tell you. Number one, though, is by far my favorite game series of all time. Yes, Minecraft wasn't on this list, but I record Minecraft. I don't really think I need to put Minecraft on a list of favorite games and series. The Legend of Zelda series is my all-time favorite series. I have pretty much played every game possible for the major consoles. I don't include the handhelds because I'm just not a handheld type of person. So I don't really get into those too much. But, you know, I've enjoyed them to an extent. Zelda 1, 2, Link to the Past, Ocarina of Time, Majora's Mask, Twilight Princess. I have a Wii now, so maybe I'll actually get Skyward Sword and so on and so forth, but I think Twilight Princess is probably my favorite, along with, I know I just forgot Wind Waker, but along with Wind Waker, because those are some absolutely fantastic games that they made. They very well done, very, very good games. I've always loved the use of the dungeons and the unique items and the way they managed to throw a couple of new things in every now and then without getting too... I hear lava. It's off to my right. Without getting too stale. It's always been my favorite aspect of the series. So I definitely enjoy that very much. It's really getting loud now. Gotta be careful. Don't want to have lava come streaming at me. I can get away from it, but that doesn't mean I want to deal with it. It sounds like it's off to my right. So when I widen this tunnel to actually make the path, this could get interesting. And now it's gone. Maybe we're in the clear. 932. So I'm going to go down about another 500 or so, and we will see where we're at when that's done, and then we will get off of here. So I will be back. Don't go anywhere. Do you hear me? Don't. Okay, and we are back, and we are pretty far off in the distance. And look, it's Wedge. He's here. Is he lurking over there? Let's see if we can light her on fire from here. Oh, just a little short. Got her. I have never had a witch hut before, so it's pretty exciting for me. And I think we got her. So let's see if we can't get over there and at least use this as a shelter, right? Let's see what we got. We got some glowstone. We got a crafting table. What else do we got? Sugar. Okay. Interesting combination. Let's go ahead and do this. So we can get rid of some of this netherrack that has infiltrated our system. We are in new terrain, and I will show you what else I have found. This is pretty exciting, though. Let's get my ender pearls out, because I think we're actually going to call it in this area. And if you look over, I think it's this direction. Extreme Hill's over here. Chickens are plentiful. But look at this. I think we have a savanna. Yes, we have a savanna. I think this is going to do nicely. I think this is a nice place to go ahead and set up shop. So let's get inside here. And we're going to call it, I think. As you can see, I am at negative 8955 Z307. I am well off into the distance. And there should be plenty of stuff for me to explore and find over here. So we're going to go ahead and do this. This will be kind of like my operation post. Put some torches out here. And yeah, I think that's pretty cool. Look at that. So we are done here, I think, for today. I hope you enjoyed this episode, and we will see what the future brings here on the Vanilla Gogurt server. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, share, all that good stuff, and I will see you all next time, probably exploring this area. So until then, see ya.